All right, I think we got transportation figured out. I think each person was able to successfully buy a ticket. So we are on our way to our hotel to drop off our bags. All right, we were able to drop our bags. They actually have a really nice baggage drop room here, so we were able to go in there and kind of get situated. And now we're gonna go out and try to explore the city for a little bit. I think we can check in at about 2:30, 2 o'clock. So we have about 3 hours to kind of figure out, which is perfect because we will go figure out lunch, then we'll walk around some more, and then we'll come back and kind of get situated in the rooms, and then we'll probably go out for Christmas markets later. I think we know of 2 here. There might even be a 3rd Christmas market, but we're going to try to do at least 1 tonight. What is this? The Grand Square?
I have no idea what this is called.
Kayla has officially named this park the Grand Square.
The Lesser Grand Square.
Yeah.
Because like
The lesser Grand Square.
Because Brussels has that grand center, grand something.
Yeah.
That was like all gold plated.
Are those seagulls like
Yeah.
swimming like ducks? I've never seen that before. It's not that I didn't know. So before I left for this park here, we had a pretty stressful experience trying to book our train tickets out of here. So one of the things that is, I don't know, I wouldn't call it necessarily unique, but I'll call it unique about European trains, is that some trains require seat reservations, because oftentimes when you can book tickets, you can book the ticket, but not necessarily the seat reservation. So because we used the Eurail pass, we were actually able to get tickets on the train out of here to Hamburg, but the one downside is we were not able to get seat reservations, which some trains don't require them, especially if there's not enough people on the train. They really don't think it's a big deal. However, on the train out of here, there's enough people taking it so that we had to book online. Now, Eurail told me that I could book through OBB or the Polish rail system or try to book through them. I tried all 3 of those and there was like nothing available. It wasn't possible to book seats. Like I even called the help desk at the Polish rail and asked them because they're supposedly in charge of this Eurocity rail. And I got nothing. They were like, we're very sorry. We can't book these things. But I will tell you, the help desk person that was there was super helpful. They were actually able to tell me to call Deutsche Bahn, which is Germany's rail system, and she said try them because the train goes into Hamburg. They probably still have seats. So I was able to go on their app, and I already have their app installed since when we were in Germany on the previous vlogs. Go back and watch those. So I was actually able to go on and book trains. Now we weren't able to get first class, which I'm kind of sad about, but there's only one first class rail car, so that means everybody in first class has to fit in that car, which means there's not that many seats. But we were able to get second class, and I think we tried to get a room. So we're gonna be there for 4 hours, and that should be really helpful for like editing videos or going through all of our work. So that is what we're doing. And so now we're just kind of hanging out in the park, and we're gonna go get some food. Where are we going now, Kayla?
Like a food hall and a Christmas market, maybe.
Yes, this is correct.
This park would be much prettier in the spring.
Yeah, it's kind of rough in the winter, but I think it's also just because how cold it is. Although, to be clear, it is definitely not as cold as Oslo. Oslo was a lot colder. It's definitely a little bit warmer here, hence why I'm not wearing my shell. Oh, look at that, Kayla.
Yeah.
They're like chocolate frogs.
Like Harry Potter. Pina colada, whiskey, chocolate frog.
Strawberry daiquiris.
Oh my gosh. Rum. Espresso martini chocolate frog. That sounds good.
You want any?
Not right now. I need lunch first.
that what you wanted?
Yeah. So this is a leek and lock smorgasbord? I don't know how to say it. But basically like an open face sandwich on rye. Good.
Yeah.
They put like lemon zest on it, which makes it a little citrusy. Kind of very good, actually. Man, I don't even know how to describe it. There's so many flavors in there. Salmon, mayo, lemon, rye, sprouts, chives. It's a lot going on, but it's really good.
I feel like I'm gonna try it now.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah?
I did not think I would like that at all. Let me get another bite. I could totally eat that.
Good.
And I'm kind of a picky person, so to be honest, that's really good. I don't know, like it's got a fish taste and then like the chives and then it's definitely like a lemon zest. It's very good. I also got some traditional Danish pastries. So this was the most traditional. So it's like a actual cheese roasted in the middle. So this is kind of like a fresh one. Not surprising, it tastes exactly like a cheese Danish. It's like kind of a sweet cheese though. And here's the second, which is kind of like a cinnamon roll, except this one has a little bit of coffee and lemon zest on it, so it's slightly different than what you would normally expect from like a standard roll. I'll just take a bite out of it. Completely different than a cinnamon roll. Yeah. It definitely has like a very unique taste. Very lemony. There's definitely a little bit of coffee in there. It's not strong on cinnamon, which is like traditional, like what I associate with like a cinnamon roll. It's very good though.
That's good.
It's very different though. Not like
It is different. It's pretty cinnamony. It almost tastes like a French toast instead of like a instead of a cinnamon roll.
It's probably closer to like a French toast.
It's really good. That was an amazing food hall. There's actually two of them. One's more of like a market, and one is more like food. So we'll list them down below what they're called later on.
I think it's very clear that bikes are incredibly popular here. So I guess if you move or live here, you should probably bring a bike.
Every time I see Botanical Gardens, I just want to go back to Kew Gardens, which was in London. It was like the greatest thing ever. And it was a great vlog, so go watch that.
I also think that was one of my favorite places too, to be honest. I really loved that place. That place like completely like broke me for like how Botanical Gardens should look, how Botanical Gardens should be. So now I expect like every botanical garden to be like the exact same or even like better, and it's honestly really hard to top Kew Gardens. So yeah, that is a great vlog, so we'll link that above. Also, this chai latte that I got in the market, it's probably one of the spiciest chai lattes that I've ever had, but it's amazing. It's one of my favorites, and I wish that there was more spicy chai lattes.
What a nice little botanical garden. It's a good reprieve from the cold.
This place is absolutely incredible. Forget what I said about like not being the same as Kew Gardens. I'm pretty sure Kew Gardens has a very similar palm house as well. This is just as good. It's incredible, and I would highly recommend if you are anywhere near Copenhagen, this is definitely worth a stop, even in winter, especially if you want to get out of the cold weather.
Here we go again.
I'm so excited.
Welcome to the Copenhagen Botanical Garden.
I love places like this. I'm so excited that they have like a second story. This is probably one of my the most favorite things in the world for me is finding botanical gardens that have like second stories that you can look over the main part. It's incredible. I'm so excited about this. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing.
So this plant is poisonous and it stings you, but I don't know which plant it is, which is a problem because one's like in the pathway. Ew, this is pretty.
Alrighty, so right behind us is actually where all of the Danish crown jewels are stored. There's actually like supposedly 3 main jewel rooms in the basement, which are quite big. It's actually situated right next door to a military base, and that is who it's guarded by. Also, I think it's also part of the Queen's residence at some point in time, but I don't know more about that. There's like a little weather vane at the top with like the Danish crown on it.
That's cool.
Oh, also the coronation throne is in there. So when somebody gets the new Danish
coronation.
Yeah, so when somebody gets their Danish throne, I don't know how else to say that, right?
Ascends to the throne.
Yeah. When somebody ascends to the throne, that's where the coronation will be held.
Awesome. On to the Christmas market?
Yeah, so next is the Christmas markets. We're going to try to hit up some of those before we go back to our hotel to check into our room. Promise to give a room tour this time. Oh, I also forgot to mention that's the Rosenborg Castle, and it was originally created in 1606, and I think it got to its kind of present state today in 1624. So it is technically a Renaissance castle, which means it has a lot of the traditional Renaissance architecture that we see, which is what most people associate with castles.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So right now we are at one of 2 Christmas markets, at least that we know of here in Copenhagen. This one is more of like the main city center market. It's definitely not as big as the ones in Germany. I would not expect anything like that here. It's also not as big as the other ones that we saw in Oslo. It's, to be honest, it's probably about the same size. But we are gonna go check it out here. We're gonna go see a few things, and hopefully we'll find something to eat.
Thank you. Smells like red wine or grape juice. It's red wine, but it's not super dry. It's pretty good. This is the traditional Christmas drink of Denmark. It's called gløgg, G-L-O with the slash through it, G-G. And I'm pretty sure it's red wine with like spices. I think there's like apple chunks in it, but I'm not like quite sure, like apple shavings. Not super sure, but it's pretty good. I'm not really a red wine person, but I don't hate it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, they do have standard glühwein here, if that's something that you're interested. They also have regular like Irish coffee, hot chocolate, like anything that you could really think of for like a winter drink. They definitely have that here. So don't feel like you can only come to the market for one thing.
There's actually like nuts or cranberries at the bottom, so you can like scoop them up and eat them, which is why they give you the spoon.
All right, so I found a wonderful stand here. This is actually a Polish sausage. It's not a Danish sausage. I actually don't know if the Danish have a sausage, but so I just put a little bit of sauce on it, and I'm gonna try it. Good. Tastes like a Polish sausage. So another few notes about this is they make their own bread. They came all the way from Poland, and they make their own sausage and everything. So it's very good. The bread is absolutely incredible. The sausage is great. It's smoked over like a live fire, so it's a smoked Polish sausage. So it's not just like a standard Polish sausage. It's very good. It's very meaty. It's very typical. It's kind of like a hot dog, but a lot thicker.
They give out free samples here. That's nice. I like tasting things. The shortbread with chocolate would be good.
Is that good?
Yeah, it is. It's lime. The Christmas markets, and now we're gonna head back to our hotel to check in, get settled in our rooms. We might come back out later. We'll decide when we get there. Take the M1 or the M2?
One or two, okay.
One or two.
We will take the one or two. It's a pretty nice station, to be honest. I'm really kind of surprised.
This might be the cleanest underground I've ever seen. Very just flat. It's nice.
I don't know if it's brand new, but it is really clean. There's screens everywhere too, so this place must be pretty new, and that's why it's so clean.
I think we've missed this train, but there's more in a few minutes.
This train station is a lot bigger than we expected. We thought it was kind of like a small little underground metro, and this is huge.
The elevators, man. It's the one thing Europe doesn't have going for them is their elevator size. Guess we gotta pack less. We're already in carry-on, so I don't know how much less we can go. Ooh, this is nice. Very modern. It's a good book.
It's a good book.
Good booking.
All right, so as promised, I'm going to give a room tour. This is actually the Kong Arthur Hotel. I think I said that right. When I was looking for hotels online, Copenhagen was one of the few places that I actually hadn't fully booked. So I was able to book this hotel. But when I was looking at reviews and I was looking for hotels online, this hotel got consistently top reviews across the board. So I was very impressed with that. And that's one of the main reasons that I ended up booking with them. It has been a great experience ever since we got off the boat. We got off the boat at around 10, 11 a.m. And of course, standard check-in time is not till 3. So we brought our bags here. They were super, super helpful from the moment that we walked up. So for the customer service that we've had so far, like 10 out of 10 would recommend. I also should note that we're not being paid for this review. We didn't get this hotel room free. We paid for it. This is not one of the top rooms. This is one of the more basic rooms, but there's really nothing basic about this hotel. So I just wanted to give a quick overview of this room just in case you're thinking about staying in this hotel. So pretty standard amenities here. So up front, there's the standard coat rack, and then iron and ironing board. There's the standard safe, little information about the spa, an extra towel, a hair dryer. Then there is the standard little refrigerator down here. They've got some boxed water in there, and some other places to put your own drinks. I'm fairly confident the water costs money. They have the standard little coffee nook, coffee or tea. They have their like little overview. One of my favorite things about hotels is when they add Ethernet ports and outlets right next to each other. I absolutely love that because that makes it a lot easier for us to upload footage. It's significantly more reliable to use an Ethernet port, and that's something that I choose to do anytime I'm uploading footage overnight, because trying to upload over Wi-Fi in hotels is terribly unreliable. All right, there's also a standard little flat screen TV, little chair that's being taken up with my camera bag right now, a little table, a little lamp, very simple stuff. I'm not 100% sure if this hotel has air conditioning, but I'm not sure it's needed here, to be honest. But they do have little radiator and heaters. There's a little standard double bed. Hi, Kayla.
A cool thing about this room is that they have a little book area over here that they give you like some Copenhagen guidebooks, Germany guidebooks. There's even like the Notebook in there in case you want some romance reading. It's just a collection of entertainment, basically, if you're going to spend your time in the room and need some. Thought that was cool.
Yeah, and I also just realized this, but they do have outlets and night tables on each side. That's something we have struggled with recently. It doesn't seem like there's always outlets. Sometimes there's outlets only on one side of the bed or not on both. But I really appreciate that they have that. Now we'll do kind of a little bathroom tour. Pretty standard bathroom, except we got a bathtub, which is super nice. And a little standard sink, standard toilet, standard towels on the towel rack. Can't really complain about that. This is a heated towel rack, which is really nice. I think that is pretty much it for this room. Just a simple, basic room. I think we'll be really happy with it. All right. This is the park. Yes.
You sure?
100%. That's the same picture that is on the thing.
Ah, yeah.
Sorry about Welcome to the park.
We're at the park.
He's got like a smiley face, Kayla.